pitches the ball from outside the off turn. At mid-wicket, down towards long. Hardik Pandya, the fielder there, had some work to do. 2 runs added, 89 for no loss.
Well, if you can't stop a ball off your own bowling that runs past you, you're putting pressure on yourself. That was fantastic bit of fielding by Hardik Pandya. But you're saying to the fielder there, well, you do a job that I can't be bothered to do there.
Jadeja coming round the wicket to Azhar Ali, again trying to maintain some pressure, but he plays it easily down the ground to Hardik Pandya, again at long on, just the 1 run added. Azhar Ali moves on to 42, Fakhar Zaman on 35 of 47, it's 90 for no loss now, just the 1 ball remaining in this over, and that's the danger ball really, Steve. They've just taken 4 runs from this over, again. This time over the wicket, back on the back foot and drives, but straight to Virat Kohli at extra cover. So finally a good over for India. 4 of it after 16. It's 90 for no loss.
It's a good over from India in runs point of view, but it's another good over for Pakistan for me. It's another good over for Pakistan. They're getting another over out the way. They're still keeping the 4 ball ticking over. Zaman is not looking as though he's getting vulnerable of dot balls, slug up in the air, and I think that is what India's game plan was at the start. They were expecting him to have chipped one up in the air by now. He hasn't. For me, he's played a different innings to what he's normally used to. 35 or 48 balls, and he's given Pakistan a fantastic platform. The one thing I'll say here now is, watching India as much as you had, you throw a ball to somebody you need a wicket. If you're in England, you throw it to Mark Wood. If you're in Australia, you throw it to one of your 3 quicks, Cummins, Stark. You're throwing it to them. Trent Bolt for New Zealand. Who does Virat Kohli chuck this ball to and say, right, out of nothing, because the bat's going well, who takes me this wicket?
Well, the problem for India is, you look at Bhuvneshwar Kumar, he's the one who's bowled tight, as we'll come back to that. Pandya continuing from the pavilion end, this time again back of length, outside the off stump. Azhar Ali onto his front foot, defends the ball back to the bowler. He's the only one who's gone for 2 runs per over in his 5. You might want to bring him in, make things tight a bit, bowl him for a couple of overs and see if he can get a wicket. Then of course there's also Ravindra Jadeja. But the problem here of bringing Bhuvneshwar Kumar in is are you taking those 2 overs away from him? And again, the original point is India are in a bit of bother as it is about bowling their 50 overs, getting the full quota this time on the pads. Batsman drives but finds Yuvraj Singh at mid-wicket, no run added, good fielding there.
Well, I've played against Yuvraj Singh for the best part of 8 or 9 years. Yuvraj, played against him a lot. It's great. Poor health, everything that goes with it. Fantastic cricketer, great ambassador for Indian cricket, and it's great to see him back. And he's lost a bit of weight, and see him dive there was brilliant.
Pandya again to Azhar Ali, who stands tall on his crease, drives to Virat Kohli at extra cover. Yuvraj Singh joins a select group of Indian cricketers after Mohammad Azharuddin, Sachin Tendulkar, Saurav Ganguly and Rahul Dravid to play more than 300 ODIs. This is the 301st ODI.
Names itself tells you every story, doesn't it?
Yes,
every story.
Absolutely. But again, coming back to the point of whom to bowl, I think Ravindra Jadeja is the key here. He is the key man. Against Sri Lanka, he's the one who went for runs, and India did not have any answers. Right now, they're looking at the bowling card. They've seen Bumrah, Ashwin going for runs, and that is a problem this time. Up in the air, has he cleared the infield? In no man's land that one. Didn't really get the distance. Fuller delivery on the off stump. Takes the aerial route, but falls nowhere. Just a 1 run there, 91 for no loss.
When things are going for you, this happens. When you're having a struggling time, basically a one-handed shot there by Azhar Ali. He's looking to hit it on the leg side. He's looking to go over Yuvraj Singh's head at mid-wicket. He's ended up splicing it one-handed over Virat Kohli's head at extra cover. Virat Kohli's 5-10 yards in off the in circle, and it's just gone 5 yards over the 30-yard circle line.
Fakhar Zaman facing again, this time back off length on the off in middle. He's pulled it down towards square leg, just a 1 run. Bhuvneshwar Kumar, the fielder, he moves on to 36, 43 not out for Azhar Ali, 92 for no loss. And again, Jadeja is the key man here in terms of, because he has 9 overs to bowl yet. He bowls a tight line, and this is what India needs right now. Control over the run rate, really. 10 wickets remaining. Pakistan Well, you wonder, they've not really scored more than 250 in this tournament. Could this be the day? Last ball of this over then, it's Pandya to Azhar Ali. Again, he's played on the front foot. Again, could be a direct throw. Needed that direct throw there, but a bit wide off the stumps as the batsman crossed.
Get grass stains on your radio from rugby's fiercest tournament. New Zealand versus the British and Irish Lions in the first test of the British and Irish Lions Tour of New Zealand 2017. Kick off next Saturday, 8:35. Only on the world's biggest sports radio station on your mobile.
Shahzad, after the first game against India, they brought in Fakhar Zaman. He's done well with
how much an opening partnership, what the opening partnership gives. If you've got two contrasting players and two contrasting ways, Azhar Ali is a fine player, but he was what I would say is I think he's more of a. It's not more of a test player where he soaks up balls. He doesn't. He plays more of a traditional cricket shot where he looks to hit the ball through the field. He can pierce the field, but he also looks as though he's got a decent cricket brain on him, a good head, and he's basically looking to get one from the strike, make sure the young left-handers not under too much pressure. And I think what Fakhar Zaman has done is been electrifying. When he gets in, he doesn't eat up too many balls. If he gets 10, he gets them off 8 balls, which gets his team on momentum after a decent start. If he gets 20, he gets them in 15, 18 balls. This innings here, for me, is not a surprise. It just shows you how much he's learning from playing. He's got 36 off 49 balls. I think India have bowled brilliantly to him in the first up from a plan point of view. Nothing else. I think what they've tried to do is they've played on his probably on his inexperience, and they've gone, right, I'm going to go at middle and leg, I'm going to stop him from scoring boundaries. If we stop him from scoring boundaries, he will get frustrated and he will chip one up in the air. Now he hasn't done that. He's stuck with it. Now all of a sudden it's now pressure back onto India, and I think that's what's been the story of this partnership so far. And I think that's where the question comes: who is going to be India's wicket taker? Because whoever it is, really they've got to try and put pressure on in the field. Mid-wicket, extra cover, maybe you have to come in a little bit tighter, narrow the angle down, stop that one down the ground. Slip has to be in play, and potentially even to, I don't think you put a short leg in or anything like that, but maybe bring the sweeper up into the circle and say, right, you take a risk. Can you sweep Jadeja from a left-hander's point of view with square leg inside the circle rather than outside the circle? All these things there, because if not, and it keeps meandering away, we get to a point where it becomes a 20-20 game, 20-20 innings for Pakistan. Pakistan get 1 down, 2 down with 20 overs to go. They're not worried about getting bowled out. They can then accelerate the run rate to about 15-12 overs to go with 6 wickets in hand, and any total is possible on this wicket on this ground. So that'll be India's worry. I think that's why Kohli is talking to his senior players to make sure we need this wicket, and who is the man to take this wicket?
It's bright, it's blue, it's sunny here at the Oval. Lovely mix of blue and green in the crowd. A full house for the big game. It's India versus Pakistan, and if anything makes it bigger, it's the final of the 2017 Champions Trophy. And you're listening to us live on TalkSport in the UK and Cricket Radio in other parts of the world. India need wickets. It's 93 for no loss in 17 overs. Ravindra Jadeja from the Vauxhall end, round the wicket to Azhar Ali, who is onto his front foot and drives straight to the fielder at deep point for a single. He moves on to 44 with that shot. Fakhar Zaman has a list A average of 50. and a good strike rate to go with that as well. He'll be facing now. He's on 36. Jadeja bowling from over the wicket to the left-hander who drives straight to Virat Kohli at mid-wicket. And again, Virat Kohli there with the fielding effort. And again, he's a thinking captain. He's always on the move as Jadeja bowls once again, pushes the batsman onto the back foot, just defended again to Virat.
Virat's come straighter as well. If he's the point, he's come a bit straighter, so stop you going down the ground. So Jadeja might not be trying to turn it as much, trying to bowl a bit quicker and a bit flatter to try and get LBW, because the batsman's having to turn it a little bit squarer to get the single.
And his message to Jadeja would have been, keep it tight, let's not give them those easy runs. Swept away this time by Fakhar Zaman, finds the fielder at deep mid-wicket, just the one run. Score moves on to 95 for no loss. Again, going back to that point, we just look at the bowling card, and it's only Bhuvneshwar Kumar, apart from the other bowlers, apart from Jadeja, who's not gone away for runs, too many runs. Steve, you said any target is possible here. 6 in over gets them to 289 as Jadeja bowls to Azhar Ali, who drives from his front foot towards the fielder at the point.
It has to start with a 3 to stand any chance of winning this match. It's got to start with a 3. If it's got a 2 in front of it at half time, we might as well go home, because India will cakewalk that. It's got to start with a 3, 310, 320 minimum. Indian batsman.
And this time he's come down the track and he's swatted it really. You won't call it a sweep, you won't call it a pull. He's just come down the track, taken it on the full and swatted it past the fielder at the long one. Bhuvneshwar Kumar there had no chance. Fakhar Zaman moves on to 41. It's 100 up for Pakistan in 18 overs.
It's what is known in England, club cricket, as a slog. That's what it was. It's cow corner at its best.
And like you said, starting the 3-figure mark, the dressing room, the Pakistan dressing room, and you can see on our screens here, we can see on our screens, Mickey Arthur all smiles.
Why wouldn't you be?
He will be thinking 310, 20 at least.
Got to be thinking that. They've got to be thinking of that mindset. That was a fantastic shot. And you mentioned earlier in the over, Kohli, he got a bit straighter, but he got a bit closer. So Zaman's just come down the wicket and eased it over the top of Kohli, knowing that if I clear it, get it over his head, it's 4. And I think that's good batting by the young man. It shows he's learning, it shows he's observing what's happening, and his game plan's great. And it was a fantastic shot there by the young man. It looked agricultural, but it was effective. And I think that's the point at this moment. Got to be effective.
And it's Hardik Pandya to continue from the pavilion end. He'll be bowling to Azhar Ali, who quickly turns it on towards the leg side. Fielder at mid-wicket puts in a dive, but it's past him, and the batsman quickly cross over for a run. It's 101 for no loss at the moment. Not what India would have thought after they opted to bowl first today.
No, definitely not. But there, I'm sure Azhar Ali's heart was in his mouth there, because he's gone for a single there, and there was never a single on there. So he's got away with one, but it just shows you the pressure that India are under a little bit, and how much confidence that these two Pakistan batsmen have got.
Louis Zaman will be facing 41 not out of 53 balls, 5 fours in there, 5 fours and a 6 for Azhar Ali, who got a life as well. 47 not out for him as Pandya bowls. This time play and a miss, back of length, just angling away from the batsman. Just gone past his edge there. Good delivery.
A good delivery, and what we've said so far today is, I thought the plan for India was good at the start. The bowl tight into leg stump, middling leg, to try and stop that big, give him some room. But 3 times now they've bowled a good channel, what you would call a test match channel, 4th, 5th stump, just outside. He's nicked one was a no ball, and he's played and missed it too. So it just shows, sometimes somebody's strength is their vulnerability as well.
Pandya this time again back of length, cuts it away to Ravindra Jadeja at backward point, throw in, and he hits the stumps at the non-striker's end. Bit of a misfield there from Jadeja and backward point, recovered quickly, gathered the ball and threw it, hit the stumps, but the batsman crossing over for a single. It's 102 for no loss.
Excellent. It was a misfield, but it was a tough one. The standard of fielding he has, he should have stopped that. But does Jadeja ever miss the stumps when he throws at the stumps?
I haven't seen it.
In the IPL, the Super Over game, the fantastic Super Over game, three direct hits by 3 left arm fielders. He hit them twice. He was magnificent.
There's a reason why he stands at backward point. Right, it's a right-hander facing now, mid-off, mid-on, mid-wicket, extra cover, and again, backward point, Ravindra Jadeja in place, drives this time, fuller delivery from Pandya, Azhar Ali drives, finds the fielder at extra cover, no run added, 102 for no loss.
Pakistan are just kicking the ball over nicely. They're looking comfortable, they're playing some good shots, playing some confident shots. And what I mean by confident shots is you don't have to have, even in defence, if you look in control and you look confident, that sends a message to the opposition that you're in control. And I think that at this moment in time is what Pakistan are showing, that they're in control of their innings. And like we said right at the very start, you don't want to give that away, because when you're in, you've got to maximise it. As a batsman, you've got to maximise it. The only way you get out here is if you get yourself out, and that's got to potentially come from India bowling dot balls.
We haven't seen many of those though today. Pandya this time, again short of length, he's stood tall and pulled it. Bhuvneshwar Kumar at fine leg in action, just the one run. Good fielding there, runs in, restricts the batsman to just single. 103 for no loss. Pakistan are in a space right now where they don't need to do anything extraordinary right now. Just play along these middle overs and put up as many runs as possible.
Well, they're going to be looking and thinking what the total you're looking at here. 8 runs and over gets you to 350. That's probably where they'll be looking, 330 to 350 on this pitch. They'll need that with India's batting lineup. But I think if they keep wickets in hand as late as the game goes, then all of a sudden they're not got to worry about being bowled out. That's massive in one-day cricket.
Shot delivery from Hardik Pandya was a bit outside the off stump. He lets that one go. The umpire also lets it go as well. So 3 runs off that over from Hardik Pandya. None for 13 from 3 overs. It's 103 for no loss after 19 overs. And Steve Harmison leaves us for the moment. And I'm joined in by former India international and ace commentator Ravi Shastri. Ravi, good morning to you. And India not really looking comfortable at the moment, need wickets.
Yeah, good morning, Chetan. Good morning to all our listeners. Got a little bit of a sore throat here, but India have to be patient because the rub of the green has gone Pakistan's way. There's absolutely no doubt about that. They're riding their luck. So it's important now not to lose the plot.
Jadeja continuing to Azhar Ali from the Vauxhall end, who's on the back foot and finds the gap through the cover and to the fielder in the deep. Just the 1 run, 104 for no loss.
And be patient. Just try and get 3 or 4 good overs in where the strike doesn't rotate. Try and build some pressure. One wicket could lead to another. But at the moment, it's Pakistan who are calling the shots.
From over the wicket now, we have backward point, and extra cover in position. Long off, long on. And mid-wicket as well. Fine leg up in the circle as Jadeja bowls to Fakhar Zaman. Again, he backs off and cuts it away, finds the fielder at point. Ravi, the main worry for India is obviously their 4th and 5th bowler, but right now it's about the wicket. Who do you think is the bowler, the go-to man for Virat, as Steve was putting it in the last spell? Again, this time cuts it away, there is nobody in the deep, gets it past the fielder at point, backs off, makes that a bit shorter from Jadeja and gets that boundary, moves on to 46, it's 108 for no loss.
I think he should carry on with Jadeja, and Pandya for the moment. Just let things go by for another 3 or 4 overs, and then take the call who you have to get in.
This time, is there a change in the field after that boundary? No. Same field then for Fakhar Zaman as he's on the back foot. This one was angled in on the middle and leg, driven down the ground. Just the 1 run, 109 for no loss.
And full marks to Pakistan for their tactics. They came hard, they had that initial share of luck, but they've not backed off. They've come hard at India. They put pressure on all the bowlers.
He's coming around the wicket now, a bit of a change in the field for the right-hander. We have extra cover, we have shortish extra cover and a normal cover. There's also deep point. 3rd man up in the circle. This time comes forward, plays it off his legs towards the leg side, brings the man at square leg into action, and with that single, 110 for no loss, Azhar Ali raises the bat to the dressing room, 50 not out.
A very good half century. In fact, his approach has been very good today. It's normally Fakhar who attacks at the top, but he's been outstanding today.
And perhaps thrown India a bit off guard as well, as Jadeja comes over the wicket once again to Fakhar Zaman, who backs off once more, trying to find that gap. That's misfielded. Will be another boundary. It was hit straight to the fielder at point. Was that Yuvraj Singh? Yes, it was. Got down, but could not feel it. It's another boundary, not what India needed. 114 for no loss after 20 overs.
And 54 Fakhr as well. Terrific start this for Pakistan. You know, I said at the start of the game, this might be a blessing in disguise. Pakistan losing the toss. Because in a big match like this, if you can get through the early nerves, if you can get yourselves into a position where you've not lost more than a wicket in the first 10, you know, you can dictate terms in a final. And they're doing exactly that. They look good now to get a score, a big score, in excess of 300.
50 against Sri Lanka, 57 against England, 51 not out against India. Fakhar Zaman's third consecutive half-century in this tournament.
And ever since he's come, Chetan, in the side, they won every game.
They won every game.
So you're talking
good luck there. This one's still on, obviously. And it's also the 12th ODI half-century for Azhar Ali at the other end, as Pandya looks to continue to Azhar Ali. 114 for no loss after 20, mid-off, mid-on, extra cover, mid-wicket in position, as is also backward point. This time taken on the full, driven down straight to the fielder at mid-on. Ravi, India's tactics have been to bowl restrictive lines in the first 10-12 overs, restrict the batsman, restrict the opposition to as low as possible, even if wickets do not come. That didn't happen today. The wickets didn't come, but the runs flowed, and you know, it doesn't help when somebody like Bumrah goes for runs.
And the tactics were good. I thought they bowled well. Pakistan took their chances. You know, there are a couple of inside edges that went to the boundary. You got a wicket off a no ball. They played and missed a few times. But, you know, they went through that period.
Pandya, once again, this time shorter from Pandya. Azhar Ali onto his back foot, just turns it down with a pull stroke, down towards fine leg. Bhuvneshwar Kumar in action, just the one run. 115 for no loss. Pakistan, again, they don't need to do anything different. This opening partnership has worked wonders for them. India, well, again, something out of the box. Maybe Virat will talk to Dhoni again, bring on Kedar Jadhav. That's how it's worked in the last two games.
Definitely in the mix, Kedar Jadhav. Absolutely no doubt about that.
And Virat said in the press conference yesterday that at best he expects 7 or 8 overs from Pandya. So obviously with the pitch acting the way it is, Kedar Jadhav with his pies always in the mix. This time onto the leg side. The batsman plays it off his pads down towards fine leg. Just the one run added.
And so far he's done a good job. 3.3 overs for just 15. A little bit of luck. Could have had a wicket. Now this is where, you know, the captain has to keep the boys together. Say that, yes, Pakistan have got off to a good start, but let's be patient. You know, let's stick to our strengths, stick to the basics. Don't try anything out of the ordinary.
3 deliveries remaining in this over. Just a bit of cloud about, nothing to be very worried about. As Pandya runs in from the pavilion, and again a short delivery, but this time he pulls it just in line with the fielder at square leg. Just the one run. Pakistan, again, these two batsmen not doing anything adventurous at this stage, just milking for singles.
I think very good approach by both these players. They complemented each other well. In fact, it was Azhar Ali who was the aggressor early on, and Fakhr has done well not to throw it away, in spite of being, you know, caught behind once of a no ball, got a couple of inside edges, was beaten outside the off stump. The important thing is that, you know, he didn't throw it away, and he's still there.
And Pandya once again, this time again short of lane outside the off stump. That's well fielded at the deep by Yuvraj Singh, pulled by Fakhar Zaman. It was a full-blooded shot from the batsman, found the fielder straight, just the one run.
And one thing for certain, it's a belt off a pitch for a final. No doubt about that.
And what sort of score, Ravi, do you think Pakistan will be looking at?
Oh, they'll be very disappointed if they get anything less than 320 from here. 320, 330.
And with all the pressure of a final of India-Pakistan, well, the chase will be well and truly on, as Pandya bowls for the last time in this 21st over. Short delivery, tried to angle it over the slip cordon, which was obviously not there, but a play and a miss. It's 21 overs gone, 4 from that last over. It's 118 for no loss. A short comment from Ravi Shastri, and then to take the action forward, it'll be Mark Sagers.
Yes, 118 now, Pakistan. Plenty of batting still to come. If they can carry on in this fashion and have wickets in hand in the last 15 overs, then, you know, even 350 is possible here. Such good batting conditions. It's a quick outfield.
Ravi, very well, it's now good afternoon here, just after 12 o'clock, and around the world so many people fascinated, on the edge of their seats, listening and watching to this game all over the world. They reckon about a sixth of the world's population are involved in this today in some form or another, which is quite extraordinary. And for Pakistan, it really has been an important first wicket. But champions need to be tested, and if you're going to be champions of the ICC Champions Trophy, you've got to be exactly that, not just when everything is